Good day everyone, I am Deolajide, and in this video I will be taking us through data validation. I'll show us how to validate whole number, how to specify text length, how to validate our data, and also how to create a drop down list using data validation. I dropped a note on what data validation is all about, so in this video we're going straight to practicals. So now let's take a look at an empty cell here. In this cell M1, I can input anything I want. I can input text, I can input figures, I can input functions, I can input formulas, whatever I want. So now let's assume I want to restrict my cell to some data. I want to be able to specify some things I want in this particular cell. Let's say I want to only see whole numbers, I want to see text, I want to only input functions in this cell, no other thing than that. I can actually do that using my data validation tool. All I have to do is to select the cells I want to apply my validation to, then apply some criteria using data validation. It's as simple as that. Now I'm going to go through these 5 taxes to show us different things we can do with data validation. Now tax 1 says they want all numbers between 25 to 70. Whosoever I give my Excel sheet to only be able to input all numbers between 25 to 70. Anything other than that is a no. If it is greater than 70, it won't accept it. If it is less than 25, it won't accept it. So all I have to do is select the range of cells I want to apply these validations to. Let's say I want to apply it to cells B9 to B17. Now I'll go to my data tab, click on my data tab, then I go to data validation. Now I select data validation. Now if you look at these settings in this dialog box here, we are allowed to enter any value. That means anything. You know, I said it earlier that in these my cells in Excel, I can enter anything, function, whole number, text. I can enter anything because in these settings it is set to allow anything. Now this tax 1 says all numbers between 25 to 70. I'll select my own number. I can decide I need to select decimals, I need a list, I need dates, I need time, text length. I can even customize what I want, but now the tax says all numbers. I select my own numbers, and I told you we need to specify some conditions. Now I need data between 25 to 70. Between, I can decide, okay, I need data not between 25 to 70. That means any other number aside 25 to 70, or I need it to be equal to this, I need it to be greater than this, I need it to be less than this. But okay, our tax says between 25 to 70, so I select between. Then I'll specify my minimum value and my maximum value. Okay, it says between 25 to 70, so my minimum value is 25, my maximum value is 50. I click OK. Now I validated these cells. Now if I'm entering a value, I set 25 to 50. If I enter 25, it accepts it. If I enter 50, it accepts it. If I enter 35, it accepts it. Now let me enter 10. It returns an error message telling you that a user has restricted values that can be entered into this cell. So no matter the numbers of people you give this sheet to, unless they go and edit that setting, what they will be able to enter is just within 25 to 70. It helps them, it gives clues. Let's assume, okay, they know that, okay, we need our figures are between 25 to 70, but probably when entering the data they made mistake, or even you yourself, you can be the one who made the mistake of typing another number. Probably you are typing very fast. It reminds you, oh, you are entering a number that is different from what we want here. I selected cells B9 to B17. This B18, you know, it was not selected when I wanted to validate. If I type in anything, it's going to accept it, because when I was selecting, I only selected cells B9 to B17. Let me delete this. Now moving to tax 2, we want to restrict text length. Whatever word I'm typing in should not be less than 4 and should not be greater than 6. The length should be between 4 to 6. So now you select the range of cells, we move to our data tab, then to our data validation. Select data validation. This time around I need to see text. Now I want to validate my text length. I select text length. Now I need text length between minimum of 4 and maximum of 6. Minimum of 4, maximum of 6. I enter my OK. I validated these cells already. Now let's try this. I want to enter camp. I want to type in camp. Camp is 4 letters. It accepts it. Let's try typing in light. It's accepted that. 1 2 3 4 5, still within 4 to 6. Now let's try typing in endorsement. You see, a user has restricted the value that should be entered into this cell because it's endorsement. Now if you click your retry, it gives you opportunity to correct it. Now let me type in mango. Mango is just 5 letters. Mango, enter. Let me go back again. Let me type in just man. No, it's less than 4. Let me try my name. Ayomide. Oh my god, it's more than 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It rejected it. So let me try again. Let me just type in. I can't use Ayo. Ayo is 3. So okay, I will use Ayomi. It accepted that. So this data validation tool is very, very useful, especially if you won't be the only one working with this sheet. You need someone to help you input some things on this sheet. You need to validate your cells before giving it to them, so you can make sure, you can be very sure, oh, they followed the criteria. Now validate our date. Our tax 3 says we want to be able to input only dates between April to July 2021. Now we need it here. Select this. Dates between April to July 2021. Still on data validation, we select date. Date should be between April to July 2021. April to July 2021. April is 0401. That is on the 1st of April 2021. On the 1st of April 2021, and it should end on the 31st of July. July is 07, then 31st of July 2021. You see, now we have on the 1st of April to on the 31st of July. Said we should be able to input any date between April to July 2021. Select OK. Now coming to this date, if I type in 06, which is June 21, on the 21st of June 2021, it accepts it. Okay, I want to type in 03, that's on the 4th of March 2021. It returns the error message because we had already validated the cells. We had already restricted the cells to certain dates. Now to our task 4. Our task 4 said we want to select from any of these states: Abuja, Ekiti, Lagos, Ogun, Osun, and Oyo. Any state other than this should not be accepted. To be able to select any of these states, we need a drop-down list. It's where we can select any of them we want. Now we'll go back to our data validation. On our data tab, don't forget data validation. Now we need a list. Now we need to type in, we want to see Abuja, right? Abuja, Ekiti, Lagos, Ogun, and Osun. Okay, there's Oyo as well. Oyo, type in my OK. You see there's a drop down list. Now we have this list. So now what this does for us is it provides us with opportunity to select what we want. They can't type in anything other than what is in this drop down list. If I try to type Abia, it won't accept it. I cancel. I go to my drop down list. I can just select, okay, so this place Ogun. The next one, oh, you see when I created this validation, I only selected this cell. This was the only cell I selected. I should have selected all. So now I'm selecting all. Go to my data validation and I recreate. I have to recreate it. Now this list, the source is there. Okay, to apply it to all. Now if I click here, the drop down list is here. I can now pick, okay, this is Osun. Okay, no, this is Abuja. This is Oyo, Lagos. That's what the drop down list allows us to do. Now in this example, now in this task, we are given just how many states? 1 2 3 4 5 6 states. That is why we could type it in. Now assuming we want to type in the whole 36 states, am I going to start typing it one after the other? I was able to type in those states because we have just 6 states. Now you can see task 5. Now we are told to select from any of the 36 states in Nigeria. Oh, any of the 36 states in Nigeria. Come to my data validation tab, list. So now will I have to type in all the states one after the other? I would start typing Abia, Akwa Ibom. Oh, no, I can't do that. So now another way to do this is, I have my 36 states here. I type them in one column. Now I could have typed it inside that dialog box one after the other. If it's just once, I'm going to use it, but I might need this state. I might need to input this state about 21 different times on this sheet. So are you telling me that each 21 time I will start typing them in one after the other? No. So what I did is I typed out my states. I have my 36 states here. They are here. I type them out. So whenever I want to validate any cell, I come back. Okay, I want to validate these cells. I click my data validation. I select my list because I want a drop down list. Now this source, or unlike task 4 where I had to type in the states, this is 36 states. I can't start typing them in here. What I can do is I can select here. Now I'll select these cells where I copied them. I come back here. So I have cells J2 to J35. I selected the cells already, then I press my OK. So now let's come back to the cells we validated. Now we have a drop down list. I can choose from any of the states. I need Kano here, this place as well. I need Akwa Ibom. I need to see Bauchi. Oh, I want to see, I need Benue here. Can keep it on like that instead of making mistakes of typing in what is not correct. So we can see now that data validation makes your work easier and faster at times. Yes. So now there is a disadvantage to what I did in task 5. Now if I erase any of these cells, if I delete this, I delete Cross River, I delete Enugu. Now let's come back to our drop down list. What happened here? We don't have our Adamawa, we don't have our Cross River, we don't have our Enugu again because I deleted them. What this implies is that peradventure anyone deletes or alter anything in your source file, it affects your drop down. If any of those you gave the sheet to, they deleted anything from your source cells, it deletes in the drop down, and you don't want this. Alternative to this is you can create these entries. Now this is my state. I can enter it in another sheet, then I password the sheet and hide the sheet, so they won't be able to get there. All they see is their drop down list here. They don't know where it's coming from. So I want to show you how to hide, how to go about this. What you can do is you can input this list on another sheet, then you password the sheet and you hide the sheet. so they won't be able to alter anything. They won't be able to delete, they won't be able to remove from the list. You might not even want them to add to the list, so they won't be able to do that. As simple as that. So I'll show you how to do that. So what I did is I created another sheet here. These are the states, they are complete here. So I want to source from this sheet instead, not this. So now let me use this particular cells. Now I want to validate this cell. I select range, I come over to my data validation. I need a drop down list. Where is the source? Now the source, I'll move to sheet 5. I want to source from sheet 5. Now in sheet 5, I would select the cells, go back here, and I press my OK. I still have the drop down list here. So now this sheet 5, now I right click, tap on my protect sheet, I type in my password. Let me say I type in this as my password. Okay, re-enter your password, type in this again. Now no one can delete anything from this cell without the password. Now let me try to delete something. Now you see it's returned an error message. This cell or chart you are trying to change is on a protected sheet. The sheet has been protected. Nothing from this sheet can be deleted except you have the password, because it tells you to make the changes by clicking on protect sheet in the review tab. You might need a password, so if you don't have the password, you won't be able to delete anything from this place. Now with this, your drop down list is protected. No one can delete from it, no one can add to it. I can as well decide to hide this tab, hide it, but still I have my list here. I can enter what I want to do. So this is all I have for you on this video. There are more to data validation. I tell you, there are more to data validation. You can, this error message we are receiving, you can edit your error message. You can decide what you want it to return. Like now they say the user has restricted values that can be entered into the cell. Oh, a restricted value, how will I know the values I can enter or not? If you want the error message to be specific, like you want the error message to just tell them straight up, enter within, you can only enter values between 25 to 70. Any other value aside that, you can't enter it. You want your error message to return that to you, you can also do that in your data validation tab. You can even add information where once they click, they don't even need to type the wrong thing before they get the information. You see, once they type the tab, it brings out an information for them about what they should type in. You can also do that. So now for this video, stop here. It's just stay tuned on this channel, like and follow. Thank you very much.